All right, at 6 o'clock, we're gonna call the February 18th meeting to order. Roll call.
Mr. Smith. Here. Mr. Vacula. Here. Mr. Carr.
Here.
Mr. Miller. Here.
Here, at this time, we're going to do the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, is there any board members who desire to add, delete, or separate any item from the consent agenda as proposed? No? All right, at this time, I need a motion to approve the meeting agenda as presented for the regular board meeting on February 18th, 2025.
Support.
Roll call?
Mr. Smith. Yes. Mr. Vacula.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Mrs. Keefer.
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to approve the minutes of the organizational and regular board meeting held on January 13th, 2025.
So moved. Four.
Roll call?
Mr. Smith. Yes. Vacula.
Yes.
Mr. Carr.
Yes.
Mr. Miller.
Yes.
Mrs. Keefer.
Yes, motion carries. Are there any board members with correspondence? Mr. Carroll?
Yeah.
Mr. Simone?
No.
All right, will you continue recognizing our guests and visitors?
A few visitors with us today. Thanks for being here. Please introduce yourself.
Tony Gilbert.
Samantha Strike, the village reporter. Jerry Brown.
Brady Roofer. Lucas Burkholder.
Karen Winkler. Dr. Dolores Swineford.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Winkler, we're gonna have you step up and address us. Anything you want to, questions or anything you have for us?
Hi, everybody. My name is Karen Winkler. As I said, I am the new food service director for the district through the nutrition group. And we're just excited to be here. We have made some slow changes. We still have a lot of work to do, but we're getting to know the staff and kind of changing up our menu slowly but surely. And yeah, we're just excited to join in on the board meeting, and I brought snacks, so I got an A+ for today. So help yourselves to pizza. We really want you guys just to know what we're making for the kids and to get involved. And I'll probably have a lot more to share if I come later in the year. We'll tell you kind of what we've been doing. We have some great nutritional programs that we'd like to get started with the kids too. We're just focusing on getting our kitchens in order right now. Do you guys have any questions for me? Well, help yourselves to the pizza, and I'll probably attend probably every meeting throughout the rest of the year and just to get to know everyone. So
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to continue on to Mr. Carroll's reports.
Okay, thank you. You got a stack of papers in front of you. These are financials from January. The first paper is our cash reconciliation that is showing that we are balanced with the banks. The financial summary, this is showing how we are appropriated in all of our funds with the county auditor. We have the cash summary that shows the fund balance, including encumbrances or outstanding purchase orders that we currently have. We have the disbursement summary. These are checks issued during the month of January. And the first graph you see is the general fund revenue and expenses. This compares this January to last January, and then year to date compared to last year to date. So we are 58% of the way through our fiscal year as of the end of January, and everything is looking good right now. The next graph breaks down payroll and benefits. Again, we're 58% way through the year, and we're 58% of the way through our payroll budget and 60% through our benefits budget. And the last one is our income tax. We collected our third of our 4 payments. This puts us up 113% compared to last year. So we are slightly up over last year, which is a good thing. Other items on my agenda, we have some donations that came in. We also have some grants that were reallocated through the state of Ohio. So those are on there. And then the tax rates, which is for Fulton County, just approving those. That's all that I have.
Any questions for Mr. Carroll right now? All right, then we'll jump right into the financial section of the agenda. It's recommended by Brian Carroll, treasurer, to approve the following financial items that we just went over there within those reports. Also to accept the following donations, $100 anonymous donation to the Student Assistance Fund, $1,000 from the Fulton County Dairy Association to FFA, $150 from Lucky Farms to FFA, $400 from Knights of Columbus to the Student Assistance Fund. Also to approve the following appropriation modifications and amend resources accordingly. Increase to Title I for $595.59. Increase to Title II for $712.69. Increase to Title IV for $40.15. Increase to career awareness and exploration, $10,778.28. And also transfer $70 from the food service to the general fund for student fees. We also need to accept the amount and rates determined by the Budget Commission and authorize the necessary tax levies and certify them for the county auditor. This time I just need a motion to approve those following items.
So moved. Support.
Any questions or discussion? All right, roll call.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacula?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carried. We'll move on to personnel. We need a motion to offer the following supplemental contracts and approve volunteers for the 24-25 year pending completion of all people activity permit requirements. Ryan Lamb for 7th, 8th grade track for a half contract. Elijah Gilbert, JV baseball coach. Sarah Freese, volunteer assistant softball coach, and Austin Jacobs, volunteer baseball coach. To approve the following high school, middle school paid and volunteer event workers for the 24-25 school year of Tyson LaPointe. To add the following individual to the approved district substitute list pending the completion of any and all licensure requirements and background checks. Alyssa Chaperty for aide cafeteria custodian. Also to approve the payment for supervised agricultural experiences, assessment, and visits in the amount of $2,155.83 to Alexis Howell to be paid by the Agricultural Education 5th quarter grant. At this time, I just need a motion to approve the above listed personnel positions.
Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacula?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carries. Moving on to other business. We need a motion for the Evergreen Local Board of Education to approve the appointment of Ms. Cheryl Gear to the Library Board of Trustees to replace Ms. Susan Clendenin for the remainder of her term ending December 31st, 2027.
Full move. Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacula?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to approve a revised agreement with Northwest Ohio Educational Service Centers to cooperatively participate in special education services for fiscal year 24-25 at a cost of $1,162,935.29. The board and Northwest Ohio Educational Service Center agree that $1,087,923.89 of this amount shall be paid pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code 3313.845 or applicable law by having this amount deducted from the board's state foundation payment, with any remaining balance being invoiced and paid directly to the Northwest Ohio Educational Service Center.
So moved. Support.
Questions or discussion?
Just for review, for anyone who may be watching, that is a very large sum of money. Is it all for special ed?
Special ed and aids, so that's our full contract with the ESC.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, roll call.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacula?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carries. Need a motion to authorize membership to the Ohio High School Athletic Association for the Evergreen High School and Evergreen Middle School for the 25-26 school year. The board agrees to conduct Evergreen's athletic programs in accordance with the Constitution, bylaws, regulations, interpretations, and decisions of the OHSAA.
So moved.
Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Mr. Vacula?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to authorize the superintendent and treasurer to accept the best quote from Secure Tech LLC at 10052 Station Road, Columbia Station, Ohio 44028 to remove existing camera systems, purchase and install new video cameras and NVRs throughout the district. install new video intercom systems at 5 main entrances, and refresh network closets at a cost of $586,588. The expense will be paid from the district's permanent improvement fund.
So moved.
Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Mr. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Vacula.
Yes.
Mr. Carr,
Yes.
Mr. Miller,
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper.
Yes, motion carries. At this time, Mr. Camola, would you like to take over discussion and information?
Yeah, I just wanted to note a couple of transfers within the district. Amy Huerman is moving to the head cook with Renee Ackerman's retirement. 8 hours per day, step 23, effective starting today. That'll give her a 2-week transition period. So Renee moves out, and then Rob Stearman will be moving to the band director for the next school year for 25-26 with Mr. Lyons' retirement. I think I said Renee Ackerman, it's Renee Ackerman, sorry. For the kitchen.
Oh. Okay. Awesome. Any questions right now, Mr. Small? All right, we're gonna jump right into Mrs. Brown's report.
Good evening, everyone. I wanted to let you know that we had fellas, it turned out great. We had about 165 people attend. It was a great turnout, lots of really fun activities for all of our boys that showed up. The Me and My Guy dance was postponed due to weather. We had some really bad weather come in, so the new date for that dance is Friday, February 28th. As a team at the elementary, we worked on creating new intervention groups for our students in grades K through 3. We sat down to analyze the iReady data and also the 3rd grade state tests, and had our reading intervention specialists work to create those groups to get all of those students in that need those interventions. Also, we had one of our parents come together with several of our Cub Scout groups, and they decided that they wanted to honor the Ronald McDonald House by doing a collection for them. They collected more than 600 items to send to the Ronald McDonald House, which was a great way for our elementary to give back to the community. On top of our pop tabs, last year, I think we had more than 200 pounds that they brought in. So we continue to collect that and give back to the community for those people in need that have ill children and need to stay at the Ronald McDonald House. We did complete kindergarten registration. They do still keep coming in all the way through the summer, so I'm sure we'll have a lot more students come in. We don't have a final number on that yet, but we will. Kindergarten screening will take place the week of April 14th, and I'll be meeting with the kindergarten team this Thursday to start discussing all of the plans and things we need to do to get ready for that. It's a pretty big process, so we're going to start getting that together. STEAM night at the elementary is scheduled for Tuesday, February 25th from 6 to 7 p.m. We had Dr. Swineford, John Mansell-Platel, and Danielle Urbanski from the middle school come along with several other teachers to begin preparing and planning. Last year it was a really great event, so we're hoping the same for this year as well. We also have a blood drive coming up on February 26th from 3 to 8. We are working to encourage families to come with a little competition for our students. Those classrooms that bring in the largest number of people to donate blood will receive a special pizza party just to encourage people to come in. Also on March 7th, MVP will sponsor a mother-son event at the elementary from 6 to 8 p.m. And we will move into March with March 9th, our Young Vikings choir will perform the national anthem at the Walla game. So that should be really cool to see too. So,
Thanks.
do you have any questions for me? All right,
I don't-
thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Brown.
Thank you.
Mr. Burkholder.
Good evening. This past month, our People's Champ for our building was Jen Huffman. She has been part of that 5th grade team that transitioned over. She was part of this building before, but in a new role, and she's done a really good job working with our 5th grade team overall. On January 22nd, we took all of our 8th graders to Fort County Career Center. They got to do a tour of the facility, basically seeing 3 different career options there. Overall, the field trip was really insightful for those kids, a lot of good feedback coming from them. And then the same day, they actually went into doing their 8th grade, or sorry, their freshman year scheduling with Mr. Roofer and Mrs. Brame. So they got a leg up on that right now. The egg department at the high school put on their second year in a row of what's called Egg Safety Days. This is a pretty cool program they've been doing now, where they have the FFA kids lead different stations or lessons for our middle school kids, and they include all of our kids, 5 through 8. Kids go out there and they get to learn about different types of home maintenance or safety things that they should know. A lot of things that maybe some of the kids don't learn nowadays. The high school kids did a really good job presenting that. I mean, they lead the whole thing. But thank you to Ms. Howe for putting that on for our kids. Little congratulations here for 4 of our students. They're our spelling bee champs. They're gonna be representing us, and I say gonna be, even though the board report says they went February 11th. That was canceled, rescheduled, canceled, and now rescheduled again for the 27th. So those kids will get to go and participate. We also did receive an anonymous donation from a parent, so we are now part of the Scripps organization. So our champions, if anybody goes out and wins at the Polk County event, we can actually send them to the national. So they'll get to continue on. We attempted parent-teacher conferences last week. We've done them different the last 3 years in the middle school. We went to a distant format. We find this to be a little more convenient for the families, where they can do an online like Zoom, or they can do a phone call, or if they want it in person, we still host those on Thursday right after school. The Thursday ones were canceled this last week, and they've been rescheduled throughout this week then. I'd like to thank Sky Cinema. They made our donation for us in the third quarter here for our PBS program. So when we do a rope character awards for our kids will receive certificates for movie passes. And then, like Mrs. Brown was saying, the elementary did partner with Cub Scouts 289 to do that Ronald McDonald donation. They included our 5th grade group because we have up to 5th grade kids in Cub Scouts. So those kids also participated in our building, they did a good job. And the only real big upcoming event that is of note right now is we have a dodgeball tournament coming up on Sunday, the MVP hosts for us. So a lot of kids are starting to do that. They're pretty excited, so.
What time is that, sir?
It's 4 o'clock.
Thank you.
And I think the champs get to play some features. So, any questions?
I don't think so. Thank you, Mr. Burkholder. Mr. Roofer.
Good evening. I want to start off tonight by recognizing Alexis Howe. I did not put it in the board report because it was a surprise. So we snuck all the ag students into the gym today. We had people from Ag Credit, Farm Credit, Mid-America, Nationwide, Ohio Farm Bureau, and Ohio FFA. She was awarded one of 10 Golden Owl Awards. So out of the ag teachers in Ohio, she is one of the 10 that received this award. She was nominated. And now will be able to fill out the application to try and get the Ohio Ag Teacher of the Year, which will be recognized if she gets that at the state conference. Along with that, she gets, the chapter gets $1,500 as well. So pretty big honor to her. I don't know if she's real happy that we surprised her, but we managed to pull it off. So, I mean, I think you see a lot of the great stuff she's doing. So congratulations to her on that. The only other big ticket item is we're starting the scheduling process and planning for next year. We are going to 7 periods a day. Every day we'll have enrichment at the end of the day. With interventions and MTSS and club meetings and just different stuff. We're finding that we need that enrichment every day. So this will help get some of those things in to better support struggling kids and provide options for our kids who are involved in some extracurriculars. Also helps limit, I mean, we have some juniors and seniors who have 2-3 study halls a day, so we're trying to better use kids' time while they're in school. So that is the big change. So we're underway there. That's a fun process that will start now, maybe in by August or September. So important dates coming up. We do have a makeup CCP meeting, February 26th. That is at Northwest State Community College. So if anyone was unable to make the one we hosted, and then all juniors will be taking the ACT on February 5th, sorry. And this also includes our 4 county students. So guessing those upcoming events. Any questions?
No, thank you, Mr. Roofer. Mr. Doble.
I really don't have a lot. You guys didn't have any questions regarding the security camera thing that we got approved tonight. So, other than that, we got in our new MacBooks for high school and middle school teachers as part of their 5-year refresh cycle. And I'm currently getting quotes for Chromebooks for our kids for next year. So that's pretty much all I've gotten over. Any questions for me?
Cameras be huge, won't they? Be a lot better and
What's that?
the cameras.
Yeah, yep, and we got different models located in, different places, so we're gonna have some like bullet cameras to be able to get like license plate information. Some new locations, obviously, we're gonna have cameras out in the field now, on the visitor side as well, so we're gonna be well covered, for sure, and as part of that process, we're tidying some things up in my, IT closets and because we're pulling a lot new cord we're gonna have a lot more cameras, so I just thought it'd be good, let's just get it all done now, so.
When will we start the transition?
So I will call Dan tomorrow, now that it's been approved, and we plan on getting started pretty much immediately. With pulling wire and stuff that we can do right now inside. The goal is to have the project done before school starts next year.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Noble. Mr. Simola.
Yeah, I wanted to update the board on our strategic planning process. Last Friday, we completed a SWOT analysis with the staff during our professional development day. We will be surveying all Evergreen employees next week. We'll push that out. Then in March, we'll survey students, parents, and community members and hold community meetings in April to gain feedback. So right now, we're on schedule with the process. All the surveys have been developed and ready to go. So we'll work through that and goal of presenting a draft here in the spring for our updated strategic plan and then looking for approval from the board in June. We continue to explore the opportunity for students in grades 7 to 10 to attend home games free of charge with their student ID for next year. Plan to have additional information for that for you to share at the March meeting, how we look to do that. So a few things are in the works, so I don't want to speak too soon on that exact plan, but know
What was
that's
that
on the
age
radar.
group?
7 to 10.
7 to 10.
7 to
Great.
7 to 12.
I'm sorry.
Got a typo on my paper, yeah. Grade 7 through 12.
Okay.
And then the last thing, this Friday, we begin negotiations with the Evergreen Education Association. We look forward to working with their team to negotiate a fair contract for the next 3 years, so. They are ready to go. We put some time in, and so we hope for a smooth process. They've been great to work with in the past, so. We're hoping we have a fruitful meeting and move forward with a good plan for the next 3 years. Any questions?
All right. Are there any board members' questions or concerns? No? All right. I just need a motion to adjourn the February 18th, 2025 regular meeting of the Evergreen Local Board of Education.
Forward.
All right, roll call.
Mr. Smith? Yes. Mr. Macula?
Yes.
Mr. Carr?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Keeper?
Yes, motion carried.